Josh Giddey is insane. Josh Giddey has been absolutely killing it this season. His numbers speak for themselves, and it's clear he's one of the most versatile players in the league. He's averaging 14.3 points per game, which is good enough to rank 72nd in the league, but don't let that fool you. His impact is way bigger than just putting the ball in the basket. He's also pulling down 7.8 rebounds per game, ranking 25th, and he's dishing out 7 assists per game, landing him in 11th place. That's some serious all-around production, and it's been helping his team in more ways than one. When you look at his shooting, it's impressive too. His field goal percentage sits at 46.9%, ranking him 66th in the league. While those numbers are solid, it's his versatility, an all-around game, that's really making the difference. He's not just a scorer, he's a playmaker, a rebounder, and someone who can contribute on both ends of the floor. One of the most jaw-dropping moments this season for Giddy came when he hit the 8th longest game-winning buzzer beater in NBA history. But it didn't stop there. He finished the game with 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists, securing his 5th triple-double of the season. And to put that in perspective, he became only the 10th player in NBA history to have both a triple-double and a winning buzzer beater in a game. If that doesn't scream star potential, I don't know what does. Giddy's triple-doubles this season have been nothing short of incredible. With 5 on the year, he's been putting up numbers that put him in an elite class. In fact, he's only behind one player in terms of triple-doubles for the Bulls, Michael Jordan. That's some serious company to be in. And don't forget, Giddy's just getting started. At this point in the season, he's recorded 16 triple-doubles before even turning 23. The only players who have more before that age are Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic, Magic Johnson, Nikola Jokic, Ben Simmons, and LeBron James. So yeah, he's been stacking up those triple-doubles in a hurry, but it's not just about his triple-doubles. Giddy's been affecting the game in so many other ways. After the All-Star break, his total plus minus per game sits at a stellar plus 9.9, ranking him 6th in the league. That's a huge indicator of just how much his presence changes the game when he's on the court. He's a player who makes those around him better, and that's what you want from a guy who's expected to be a cornerstone of his team for years to come. He's been facilitating, getting his teammates involved, and making the right plays to keep his team in the game. One of the things that really stands out about Giddy is his ability to make an impact on both ends of the floor. He's not just putting up flashy offensive numbers, he's also contributing on defense. He's been active on that side of the ball, and it shows in the stats. For example, he's been one of the top players in terms of offensive loose balls recovered, with 28 so far this season. He's right behind guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Julius Randle, 2 players who have made a name for themselves as hard-nosed competitors. Giddy's ability to scrap for those extra possessions is huge for his team, and it speaks to his hustle and determination. Looking at his performance over the last 12 games, it's clear that Giddy's been on a tear. He's been averaging 22.4 points per game, 10 rebounds, and nearly 10 assists, which is just outstanding for a guy his age. He's also been adding in a steal per game, showing that he's not only contributing offensively, but defensively as well. His shooting has been efficient, with Giddy hitting 52.3% of his shots from the field and 50% of his three-pointers. He's also been knocking down 80% of his free throws, which is great for a guy who plays so much in traffic. By the way, if you guys want to watch a more fun style of video, I started a new channel. For the first video, I did every NBA championship. So of course I go over the Bulls dynasty. I left a link to the first video in the description, pinned comment, and I'll leave a link at the end of this video if you want to finish this one first. I genuinely appreciate if you could check this channel out. Thanks. Anyways, these numbers are absolutely all NBA caliber. When you look at the totality of his game, Giddy has been putting up some of the most well-rounded stats in the league. He's not just filling up one column, he's contributing in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and even shooting efficiency. He's the kind of player who can impact every facet of the game, and that's what makes him so valuable to his team. The best part about all of this, he's only getting better. Giddy's been improving every season, and with each passing game, it's clear that his ceiling is incredibly high. He's still young, and he's already showing that he has the ability to take over games, create for others, and contribute on both ends of the floor. The way he's been playing this season proves that he's not just a guy with potential, he's already a star in the make. His ability to put up stats like 22.4 points, 10 rebounds, and nearly 10 assists while shooting efficiently from the field and beyond the arc is just insane. And with a steal per game thrown in there, he's been a well-rounded monster. It's hard not to see him as one of the brightest young stars in the NBA. When you think about the future of his team, Giddy's at the forefront of it all. He's been putting up some of the most impressive stats this season and is already drawing comparisons to some of the league's best players. It's clear he's one of the top young talents in the game, and as he continues to grow, it's only going to get more exciting. His all-around game and ability to contribute on both ends of the floor are just a few of the reasons he's been so impactful this season. And with how he's been playing lately, he's definitely someone to keep an eye on in the years to come. But it gets even crazier when you dive into his advanced numbers. Let's start with passing. He's averaging 7 assists per game, which ranks him among the best in the league. But it's not just about the raw number of assists, it's about how effective he is when he gets the ball to his teammates. His assist rate is an impressive 31.56%, which shows that over 1/3 of his team's field goals when he's on the floor come directly from his passes. That's a huge impact. And it's clear he's the engine that makes the offense go. When you look at his ball handling ability, it's also top tier. A metric called the A3 Steps ranking, which estimates a player's ball handling ability, has him in the top 3% of players in the league. That means he's got the handles to create opportunities for himself and his teammates, weaving through defenders and making plays look smooth and easy. His control of the ball is something that really stands out, especially for a player his age. He's able to control the tempo of the game, dictate the offense, and find open teammates in the most creative ways. His turnover percentage is another sign of his strong passing game. His turnover rate sits at just 12.48%, which means he's turning the ball over less than 12.5 times per 100 scoring attempts or turnovers. That's impressive when you consider how much he has the ball in his hands. He's not just taking care of the ball himself, but he's also making sure his passes are going to the right places, limiting mistakes and keeping his team in a solid rhythm. It's a rare combination for a player to have such great passing vision while also minimizing turnovers. But that's exactly what Giddy's been doing. And let's talk about how he's setting up his teammates. His points assisted per game is 17.2, which means he's helping score more than 17 points per game just by assisting his teammates. That's a huge number, especially when you compare it to other players who are primarily known for their playmaking. Giddy has the unique ability to elevate the entire offense with his passing. His vision and decision-making are constantly in sync, and he's often one step ahead of the defense, creating easy shots for others. Giddy's passing game isn't just about getting assists, it's about the type of passes he makes. Whether it's a lob, a kick out to the three-point line, or threading the needle on a fast break, he's got a wide range of passes in his arsenal. He's great at finding his teammates in space, and he's incredibly unselfish with the basketball. Even when he's driving to the basket, he's looking for the open man and making sure the ball gets to them in a way that maximizes their chance to score. That kind of awareness and unselfishness is what makes him such a dangerous playmaker. One thing that makes his passing even more special is the fact that he's doing it in a very efficient manner. His assists come in bunches, but they're not forced. Giddy knows when to pass and when to take the shot himself. He's not one to make a risky pass just to rack up assists. He's always looking for the best opportunity for his team. That kind of decision-making is rare, especially for a player still so young, and it's one of the reasons why he's been able to have such a big impact on the game this season. His basketball IQ is through the roof, and it shows in his passing numbers. He's got an innate ability to read the defense and find the right pass at the right time, whether it's breaking down a defense in the half court or running the floor on a fast break. Giddy's got a sixth sense for where his teammates are going to be, and he's able to deliver the ball with precision. It's a skill that's going to continue to make him one of the top facilitators in the league for years to come. Josh Giddey's defense has been quietly impressive this season, and the stats really back that up. He's averaging 1.2 steals per game, which places him among the better defenders in the league. Steals can be a key indicator of a player's ability to disrupt the offense, and Giddy's been doing exactly that. His defensive awareness and anticipation are evident, and it shows in his ability to get his hands on the ball and create turnovers. When he's on the court, opponents have to think twice about their decisions, as Giddy has a knack for getting into passing lanes and making plays. By the way, if you guys enjoy these deep dives, I'll be posting every day during this season. I genuinely appreciate if you could subscribe. Thanks. Anyways, Giddy. In addition to his steals, Giddy's also averaging 6.1 defensive rebounds per game. That's a solid number, ranking him highly in terms of grabbing boards on the defensive end. Defensive rebounds are crucial for getting the ball back and limiting second chance opportunities, and Giddy's been effective in that area. His ability to secure those boards shows his determination to contribute on both ends of the floor, whether it's boxing out or simply being in the right place at the right time, Giddey's been doing the dirty work to help his team. When you take a look at his block numbers, Giddey is averaging 0.6 blocks per game, which is solid for a player who isn't known as a shot blocker. His block percentage sits at 1.9%, which is respectable for a player who doesn't rely on shot blocking as his primary form of defense. It's a stat that shows he's capable of protecting the rim when needed, but he does most of his work in other areas like steals and defensive rebounds. Giddey's defensive metrics also speak to his ability to impact the game in multiple ways. His team's defensive efficiency is 115.8, which suggests that while the team has had some struggles defensively, Giddey is still doing his part to prevent points. This number might seem high, but it's important to note that he's not the sole player responsible for this. His individual defense, along with the help of his teammates, plays a role in this stat. One of the most impressive aspects of Giddey's defense is his versatility. He's ranked in the 83rd percentile in terms of defensive versatility, which means he's capable of guarding a variety of positions and adapting to different matchups. That's crucial in today's NBA, where players are expected to defend multiple spots on the floor. Giddey has the ability to guard both perimeter players and big men when needed, which gives his team a lot of flexibility on the defensive side of the ball. Whether it's chasing down a guard on the perimeter or contesting a shot in the paint, Giddey can do it all. Giddey's rim frequency is also something worth noting. He ranks in the 79th percentile with 41 rim attempts per game. This statistic shows how often Giddey is getting to the rim on the defensive side, whether it's contesting shots or trying to alter them. His ability to contest shots near the basket adds another layer to his defensive game. While he's not necessarily a dominant shot blocker, his presence at the rim and his ability to alter shots make him a strong defender in the paint. Deflections are another area where Giddey excels. He averages 2.5 deflections per game, placing him in the 60th percentile among all players. Deflections are a good indicator of a player's defensive activity, and Giddey's been active in trying to disrupt the offense. Whether it's getting a hand in the passing lane or forcing a bad shot, Giddey's been making his presence felt on the defensive end. His ability to get deflections speaks to his anticipation and awareness on the floor. When it comes to defensive rebounding, Giddey is in the 68th percentile with 0.2 rebounds per game. But this number doesn't fully reflect his contribution to the team's overall rebounding efforts. His 6.1 defensive rebounds per game put him in a good position to help secure possessions for his team and limit second chance opportunities for the opposition. He's consistently showing up in key moments to grab crucial boards, which is a big part of his defensive impact. One other stat worth mentioning is Giddey's RPF, which stands for Defensive Real Plus Minus. He's currently at minus 0.7, ranking in the 86th percentile. While this number isn't perfect, it shows that he's doing a good job of not hurting his team defensively. He's not a major liability on that end of the floor, and his ability to maintain solid defense while being a positive contributor offensively is something that's really been helping his team. While Josh Giddey isn't necessarily a lockdown defender who will consistently shut down opponents one-on-one, he's an incredibly active defender who contributes in a variety of ways. His steal numbers, defensive rebounds, and deflections all show that he's constantly working to make plays on that side of the ball. His versatility allows him to guard multiple positions, and his ability to contest shots at the rim shows that he's not afraid to mix it up in the paint. His defensive awareness and effort have been a big asset for his team, and he continues to get better in this area as the season progresses. Josh Giddey's defense has been more than solid this year. His steals, defensive rebounds, and ability to make deflections have been key parts of his game. His versatility allows him to guard multiple positions and make an impact on both the perimeter and in the paint. While he may not be an elite shot blocker or a top-tier defender in terms of individual matchups, his all-around defensive contributions are still a huge asset to his team. Giddey's been proving that he's not just a great offensive player, he's also a defender who can make an impact across the board. And he's actually an elite rebounder too. Josh Giddey has been an absolute force on the boards this season, and his rebounding stats are a testament to his ability to contribute in all aspects of the game. He's averaging 7.8 rebounds per game, which places him in the top ranks among all NBA players. This total is impressive on its own, but it's the breakdown of those rebounds that really showcases Giddey's all-around ability to affect the game. Of his 7.8 rebounds per game, 6.1 of those are defensive rebounds. That puts him in a strong position, ranking in the top 70% of players in the league for defensive rebounding. Defensive rebounds are critical for a team to secure possession after a missed shot and prevent the opposing team from getting second chance opportunities. Giddey's ability to grab those 6.1 defensive boards per game has been a huge asset to his team, especially when it comes to limiting the opposition's scoring chances and helping his team push the pace. Giddey's defensive rebound percentage is also notable, sitting at 18.73%, which ranks him in the top 84% of players in the league. This percentage measures the proportion of available defensive rebounds that Giddey has grabbed while he's on the floor. An 18.73% defensive rebound percentage indicates that he's consistently in the right place at the right time, fighting for those critical boards. He's not just passively waiting for the ball to come his way, he's actively engaging with the play and ensuring that his team secures possession. But it's not just his work on the defensive boards that's been impressive. Giddey's also been contributing on the offensive glass. He's averaging 1.7 offensive rebounds per game, which might not seem like a huge number at first glance, but it's still valuable. His offensive rebound percentage is 5.63%, which places him in the top 70% of the league for offensive rebounding. These extra possessions can be game changer, especially when a player like Giddey can secure an offensive board and create another scoring opportunity for his team. Whether it's cleaning up a missed shot or extending a possession, Giddey's ability to grab offensive boards is a crucial part of his overall rebounding effectiveness. When you look at the totality of Giddey's rebounding, it's clear that he's not just a one-dimensional player. His rebounding is a well-rounded aspect of his game, and he contributes both defensively and offensively in ways that help his team stay competitive. His ability to grab boards in traffic, box out his man, and get in the right position has allowed him to contribute significantly on the glass, even as a guard. One of the most impressive things about Giddey's rebounding is his consistency. He doesn't have to rely on just one type of rebound to make an impact. Whether it's securing defensive boards, cleaning up on the offensive glass, or grabbing a key rebound in a crunch time moment, Giddey's shown that he can handle it all. His 7.8 rebounds per game aren't just a fluke, they're the result of consistent effort and positioning. He's been able to stay active throughout games, and his rebounding numbers reflect that work ethic. Let's break it down even further. Giddey's ability to contribute on the boards is not just about the quantity of rebounds, but also the quality. His 6.1 defensive rebounds per game allow his team to quickly transition and get out on the break, creating fast break opportunities that can lead to easy baskets. His ability to secure those defensive boards and push the ball up the floor is another way that he impacts the game without needing to score. He's been able to get the ball into the hands of his playmakers quickly, giving them the chance to take advantage of fast break opportunities. This transition game is something that's been key to his team's success, and Giddey's rebounding has been a big part of it. On the offensive side, Giddey's 1.7 offensive rebounds per game show his persistence. He's not just hanging out on the perimeter waiting for someone to create for him. Instead, he's actively pursuing offensive boards, looking for opportunities to extend possessions and providing his teammates with more chances to score. His 5.63% offensive rebound percentage is a solid number and highlights his ability to fight for those extra possessions, even when he's playing against bigger players who may have the physical advantage. Another key part of Giddey's rebounding game is his versatility. His ability to grab both defensive and offensive rebounds speaks to his overall awareness and basketball IQ. He's not a player who's limited to just one area of the floor. He's active in multiple aspects of the game, and rebounding is one of the ways he makes his presence felt. Whether it's grabbing a defensive board in the paint or jumping in to snag an offensive rebound on a missed shot, Giddey has the versatility to contribute in various situations. Looking at Giddey's overall impact on the game, his rebounding isn't just about his individual stats. It's about how he helps his team as a whole. His 7.8 rebounds per game contribute to his team's overall rebounding effort, and his ability to grab crucial defensive rebounds has helped limit opposing teams' second chance points. His offensive rebounds, while not as high as his defensive numbers, still provide additional scoring opportunities and keep possessions alive. And the thing is, he is most of the Bulls' offense. Josh Giddey's usage rate this season is one of the key aspects that illustrates how integral he is to his team's offensive system. His usage rate sits at 21.4%, which places him in the top 73% of players in the league. This percentage reflects the share of offensive plays in which Giddey is directly involved, either by taking a shot, drawing a foul, or assisting on a play. When you break down his actions, you see how involved he is in the offense. He's taking 11.2 field goal attempts per game, 3 free throw attempts per game, dishing out 7 assists, and committing 2.8 turnovers. All of this shows that Giddy is not just a passive player on offense. He's actively creating and finishing plays for his team. Let's dive into the specifics of Giddy's offensive involvement. His 11.2 field goal attempts per game put him in a solid position to contribute to his team's scoring. While he's not one of the top scorers in the league, his role as a primary playmaker allows him to take on a significant chunk of the offensive responsibility. When he's on the floor, you can count on him to create opportunity, whether that's through his own scoring or by setting up teammates. His field goal attempts are a good reflection of how often he's looking to be aggressive and attack, creating chances for himself or others. In addition to his field goal attempts, Giddy is also getting to the free throw line 3 times per game. That's another indicator of how involved he is in the offense. He's not just settling for jump shots. He's actively looking to attack the basket and draw foul. His ability to get to the line helps his team in a couple of ways. First, it allows him to score efficiently without needing to rely on the jumper. Second, it helps keep the defense on its heels, as they need to be aware that Giddy can drive and draw fouls, forcing them to adjust their defensive strategy. Giddy's playmaking ability is another critical component of his offensive usage. He's averaging 7 assists per game, and that's a reflection of how much he's responsible for getting others involved. He's not just looking for his own shot. He's actively trying to create opportunities for his teammates to score. His assist numbers speak to his basketball IQ, vision, and ability to read defenses. He's one of the primary facilitators on his team, and his ability to make the right pass, whether it's in transition, in the half court, or off a pick and roll, makes him a major offensive asset. His 7 assists per game also contribute to his relatively high usage rate, as he's helping his team generate most of their offense through his decisions. While Giddy's high assist numbers are impressive, his 2.8 turnovers per game are something to keep an eye on. While turnovers are always a part of a playmaker's game, his turnovers come at a rate of 12.4% of his total possession, which is something that can be improved. His turnovers come mainly from trying to force passes or being a bit too aggressive with his playmaking. However, it's important to note that he's still a very young player, and his decision-making will continue to evolve as he gains more experience in the league. Despite the turnovers, Giddy's ability to impact the game offensively with his assists and scoring opportunities is still undeniable. Now, when you look at his total possessions played, 64 per game, it's clear that Giddy is heavily involved in his team's offensive flow. With this many possessions, he's touching the ball often and helping initiate plays. His involvement on the offensive end goes beyond just the actions he directly completes. He's a key part of the flow of the offense. Whether he's handling the ball, creating shots for teammates, or getting to the rim himself, Giddy's impact is felt across a large portion of the game. One of the most telling aspects of Giddy's usage rate is how it reflects his overall involvement in the offense. With a usage rate of 21.4%, he's a significant part of the team's offensive plans. His combination of scoring, playmaking, and attacking the basket makes him a central figure. His high assist numbers, along with his ability to get to the free throw line and contribute as a scorer, show that he's not just a passive player waiting for the ball to come to him. He's actively making plays and generating offense for his team. What's especially interesting about Giddy's usage rate is how it compares to his other statistical categories. While his scoring numbers aren't as high as some of the league's top stars, his assist numbers tell a different story. He's been able to impact the game in ways other than scoring, and that's why his usage rate is so valuable. He's one of the primary creators on his team, and his ability to facilitate offense is what makes him so dangerous. When Giddy's on the floor, the offense runs through him, whether he's scoring, passing, or driving to create opportunities for others. Another part of Giddy's offensive usage is his ability to adjust to different situations. He's capable of running the offense in a half-court setting, but he can also thrive in transition. His versatility, in terms of how he creates and scores, gives his team multiple options when they need to generate offense. Whether he's coming off a screen, attacking the basket, or setting up a teammate with a pinpoint pass, Giddy has the ability to make plays in a variety of ways. Let's not forget that his usage rate of 21.4% also speaks to his stamina and consistency. Being involved in so many offensive possessions, 64 per game, requires a high level of endurance, and Giddy has shown he can handle the workload. He's not only consistently contributing on offense, but doing so at a level that shows his ability to stay active and engaged throughout the game. Josh Giddey's usage rate is a reflection of how crucial he is to his team's offensive success. His 21.4% usage rate indicates that he's one of the primary players responsible for initiating offense. Whether he's scoring, passing, or drawing fouls. He's involved in nearly every play. His 11.2 field goal attempts, 3 free throw attempts, 7 assists, and 2.8 turnovers all contribute to his offensive involvement. His high usage rate is a testament to his playmaking ability, scoring potential, and overall impact on the game. As he continues to develop, Giddey's usage rate and offensive role will only grow, and he's likely to become an even more integral part of his team's offensive scheme. But then I want to look at these offensive stats. Josh Giddey's stats are a lot of fun to dive into. When you look at his load, which is 44.2, it places him in the 91st percentile. That's an indicator that he's consistently the guy with the ball in his hands. It's not just a random stat. It tells you he's trusted by his team to initiate the offense and make the plays happen. Giddey isn't just hanging out, waiting for a shot or pass to come his way. He's driving the game forward. His load suggests he's one of those players who's always involved in the flow of the game. It speaks volumes about his role on the team and his ability to control the tempo. When you shift your focus to creation, Giddey really stands out with an impressive 8.6. This stat places him in the 95th percentile, meaning he's a top-tier creator in the league. This is what makes him such a vital piece for his team. Giddey's not just a guy who stands at the top of the key waiting to shoot. He's involved in making plays. Whether it's driving to the basket, getting into the paint, or just finding open teammates, Giddey's the kind of player who's actively involved in offensive possessions. His ability to make plays and create opportunities for his teammates is a big reason why he's a standout player. He doesn't just rely on others to create, he's fully capable of setting up the offense and running it himself. He's got vision, creativity, and the court IQ to make things happen. That's what this stat is all about. Now let's talk about portability. Giddey's at 5.8 in portability, which lands him in the 69th percentile. While it's not a jaw-dropping number, it's still pretty solid and shows that Giddey's capable of adapting to different playing style. It's a little lower compared to his other stats, but still not bad. It suggests that Giddey can fit into various systems and environments without completely dropping off. He might not be the guy that you automatically associate with being adaptable to any system, but he's proven that he can play in different styles, whether it's fast-paced or more methodical. He can handle whatever is thrown his way, adjusting his game to meet the needs of the team. In terms of portability, he's versatile enough to get by, even if it's not a strength he leans on. But then, when you look at his passer rating, which sits at an impressive 8.5, it tells you a whole other story. This places Giddey in the 97th percentile, and that's exactly where you want a playmaker to be. His passer rating is elite, meaning he's consistently making great passes and facilitating offense at a high level. His ability to find teammates, even in tight spaces, makes him a real asset to his team. Whether it's threading the needle to an open shooter or delivering a perfect lob, Giddey's passing vision is next level. It's rare to see a player at his age so comfortable with passing and creating for others. And that's where his passer rating shows just how high his basketball IQ is. Giddey's been known to make those subtle but highly effective passes that keep the offense flowing smoothly. His ability to distribute the ball and make the right pass at the right time is a big reason why he's so important to the team's offensive success. Now, let's dive into his crafted offensive playmaking, OPM, which comes in at 0.5. This puts Giddey in the 81st percentile, and it tells you that he's someone who can make plays within the offense while also being efficient. Crafted OPM is an indicator of how well a player is maximizing his offensive opportunities. Giddey doesn't just pass the ball or create the offense, he's doing it in a way that maximizes the efficiency of the team. His ability to get the ball to the right player at the right time while also creating scoring chances is what this stat speaks to. It's a number that reflects how well he's able to craft offensive plays that put his team in a position to succeed. He's not just running the offense for the sake of running it, he's actively making sure that each possession is set up in the most effective way possible. Looking at all these numbers together, it's pretty clear that Giddey's strengths lie in being a playmaker and setting up his teammates for success. His high load, combined with his ability to create and pass, makes him a key cog in his team's offensive machine. His passer rating at 97 percentile is a clear indication that he's a natural facilitator and someone who can run the offense smoothly. Giddey's game is all about making others better while still being highly effective himself. He's got the tools to be a player who can dominate as a playmaker for years to come. What stands out about Giddey is his consistency in these areas. His load is high, showing that he's not just involved in the offense, but he's a key player in it. His creation number at 95th percentile shows his ability to create for himself and others, and his passer rating being at 97th percentile is a real testament to his elite passing ability. While his portability isn't as high, it doesn't really take away from his overall impact. Giddey's ability to adjust his game and play well in different systems is still a valuable trait. His crafted OPM at 81st percentile shows he knows how to make plays that benefit the team rather than just piling up stats for himself. All in all, Giddey's stats tell the story of a player who's built to facilitate and create offense. His ability to control the ball and make plays, combined with his passing vision, makes him a major asset. Whether he's setting up a teammate for a bucket or making the right pass at the right time, Giddey's playmaking skills are off the charts. He's an extremely well-rounded player, with stats that reflect his ability to make a significant impact without always needing to score. Giddey's got the tools to continue growing as a player, and based on these stats, it looks like he's only going to get better. If you guys enjoyed this, I'll be posting every day during this season. I genuinely appreciate if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching,